And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Covers all the aspects of various techniques of our general was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at the government college in Delhi.
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp and that other camp, some more camp, you compensate everybody. But some
in its key generation sometimes. Today I'll focus on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his poem Akmo Dancer.
It's something that needs to be exploited. Some lives are meaningful. Some are empty. There are lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. After some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary life.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
The Motio, or war dance, is a traditional dance among the Bakweri people of the southwest region of Cameroon. It is made to represent wars that took place between the Bakweris and their German colonizers. The dancing is staged in a form of guerrilla warfare between villagers of the Bakweri communities and with an imaginary aggressor which is supposed to depict Germans or other tribal interferences that have been characteristic of the Bakweri history for several hundreds of years now. The Motio is meant to argue that the Bakweri people are capable of defending themselves, and it is staged by both men and women because during the time of crisis, Bakweri history and culture has been very clear about the fact that women have played a very major role in defending communities, even in fighting within regiments in particular villages. So the Motio is meant to represent events that took place within Bakweri history and that show that the Bakwerians were capable of fighting and overcoming aggressors.
To go to the war front when they fought for the Germans.
The fortification of their knives before warfare is what they're trying to depict here. A mock representation of the capturing of one of the opposite camps. Like the carrying of a wounded. Someone is definitely going to be healed by Bakweri tribal herbsman. He's trying to pour incantations, to invoke incantations. So the traditional doctor is doing everything possible to make sure that this person is going to survive from his wounds. And already it looks like the warrior can look around. The exchange of warring objects between the two camps that are fighting in a typical motio amongst Bakweri people. So has been as long as history can depict, probably from prehistory. And someone comes something with a modern white flag. We probably say maybe these were the depictions of history. Today we are one, and probably we do not have an eminent enemy coming from some side.
The high moment of the Motio is the cutting of the head of a goat. The beheading of a goat is symbolic of the beheading of a foreign warrior. It is thought that if the person who is supposed to behead the goat misses, then it shows that there is a bad omen that is about to affect the people of Bakweri land. So a lot of meditation and a lot of prayers are done so that the person who orchestrates the beheading is successful in cutting the head of the goat in one strike. This is accompanied with the drinking of the blood of the goat. The Motio has been among the Bakweri people, and it is now a show of the strength, a symbolic show of the strength of the Bakweri people and their resolution to resist foreign aggression and to overcome those who try to oppress them. Culture is sometimes masked in dancing, and therefore one really needs to look deeply to see the beauty or the replaying of history on the dance strides of the many people who come together to depict history through dance.
Today they've come again to commemorate the fact that they are one people, speaking the same voice under the Bando, the Fako Cultural Festival. Thank you very much. And you just listened to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Covers all the aspects of various victims of our general was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at the government college, Ujeli.
Go gather, destroy their food. Cultivated camp and that other camp, some camp, you don't compensate everybody. But so
in its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be in the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Agro dancing.
It's something that needs to be exploited. Some lives are meaningful. Some are empty. Lives that are meaningful with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures are no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.